Shaun, if we could start with your reaction to the draw, Stuttgart in the next round.
Yeah, great tie. So yeah, we're just off the back of last night, which is yeah, it felt like a bit of a special one for us, and yeah, tough draw. But we got a few games before that, so but yeah, it's something to look forward to for sure.
Memories of scoring against them many years ago.
It was a while ago that, yeah. Yeah, I remember also hanging on for dear life in the away leg. So yeah, it'll be tough. Yeah, it'll be it's a brilliant game, brilliant for our supporters, and from probably where we were post Michelin to actually qualify is yeah, the players did a brilliant job. Yeah.
Where's the belief and desire to go and make something of this competition now? There's been not been an easy season, obviously, but when you see nights like last night, now the draw and it's sort of laid out, is there a real belief that maybe it's something you could go and succeed in?
I think it's growing. I think probably we had a big discussion, probably the staff, before Feyenoord, because I think at that point it was really 50-50 our chances, or maybe it was probably less than that. I think probably the history of the club kind of demands that you have that sort of belief and desire to go and do something in Europe. I think you're also aware that people have booked these trips weeks and months in advance. So yeah, the belief's slowly growing. I think probably the big turning point was the Feyenoord performance and results. So and then we took that on to Bologna really, because that sort of last 20 minutes was very difficult. Yeah, we've got to go and try and beat a really good side, and in the last couple of months we've showed we can, but yeah, it's the belief's growing, yeah, slowly.
Martin landed unit a few weeks ago telling us all that you're taking a big role in recruitment.
I
don't know if you'll thank him for that. What does that role look like?
Not as big as what Martin let you guys say, but no, it's just working extremely hard with the recruitment department, with the recruitment analysts, with the board. I think Martin underplays his own efforts in it, because I don't think there's anyone in this building that watches more players than Martin. You have all the staff are doing the same, so we're kind of all chipping in at this stage. Yeah, just working extremely hard on it, but I wouldn't say that's just me. I'd say that's quite a few people, yeah.
Is that you taking players to Martin for him to have the final say on, or are you part of the final say, once it gets to that stage?
It's definitely Martin that has that final say. So I think once it gets to this stage or the list of players, so I think it's, I wouldn't say I'm taking the players to that list. That's definitely a recruitment team. I think, as in most clubs, you generally get sent quite a few players or certain players that you think are specific or could do a certain thing for us. Yeah, there's loads of different sort of ways. We are definitely trying to change parts of the recruitment team, or maybe the process, not the team. It's just really specific. So I've been really happy with the two guys that have came. So like I think Julian and Thomas are types of players or profiles that we haven't had. And then it's really specific that the ones that we want to try and bring in. And yeah, we feel that we've got a few that sort of do the things that we need, particularly on that right side. And then yeah, hopefully we can get them in.
Is it your understanding the club are close to doing something on that right hand side? I think Gemis, forgive my pronunciation, Martin suggested last night it wasn't a million miles away. Is that one you'd expect to happen?
I think there's a few, isn't there? I think there was a few names mentioned last night with Martin, but yeah, we're gonna have to get pretty close. It's getting to that point in the window, but I feel that they are. Like it's speaking with the board on a pretty regular basis. All of us staff, myself and Martin. It's we feel it's close, but it has to be. It's that sort of time of the month. So but in terms of the guys, I think Martin obviously said that you were reasonably close, but I think until there actually are players, it's tough. I think you have to respect the clubs that you're dealing with, yeah.
Shaun, can you expand a bit on the discussions you said before pre-Feyenoord?
With the staff, yeah, it's just like the team. I think at this moment we were going through a really hectic schedule, so picking the team, as I think we do with every game, the manager wants people's opinions. We had a really difficult game coming up as well. Straight after that, it was Hibs away, where the record of the club wasn't amazing. I found it really tough. So it was just trying to make really decisions on that night. And at that point, you think that you might prioritise a game in 3 days, but in reality, you can't, because it's Feyenoord was such a big game for us. And then speaking again, the history of the club, sort of you have that pressure to try and do something in Europe. And eventually you just pick the strongest side that you feel can win the game. And then 3 days later you do exactly the same. I think, it was really important that we gave ourselves the best chance to try and beat Feyenoord. And that night, we did, yeah.
You're obviously working with Martin again. What was the biggest lesson you're learning for somebody so experienced?
He's an amazing man. I'm sure the media days are slightly different with me than Martin, so I definitely need to take a leaf out of his book there. He's got fundamentals that I think have, in terms of how he sees the game, how he sees winning a game, that I think I've probably been reminded of. I think as a young coach sometimes, and probably I have been guilty, that you can definitely overcomplicate things. But Martin sees things really clear, and really clearly with certain players as well, of what he needs them to do. And I think that's been a huge learning curve for me over the last sort of couple of weeks and before that. He still has this ability to bring out the best of players. It's been fascinating working with him. Actually, really enjoyable, and I think all the staff would probably say similar. Yeah.
In an ideal world, would you have had more business done up to this point in the window? Because I think it's something that fans have maybe grown a bit frustrated with.
I think that's tough because I think we don't. The really specific players we want to bring in, or types of players. I was really happy with the 2 that we brought in. I think that the difficulty for the club is that we've obviously changed manager, completely changed structure to the previous guy. So I understand then that there is a period where the targets completely change. So really happy with the 2 that we brought in. And I think if we bring in another 2 or 3, it would be a massive help. But they have to be the right ones. I don't see there is no need to bring in numbers. It has to be the right type of player for what we need and what probably the team's lacking. The 2 that we brought in I really like, but hopefully we can do 2 or 3 more.
Obviously not much time left in the window, but do you feel quite confident that if it is 3, that you'd be able to get the work done in that time?
Yeah, the work's been done. I think, in fairness to the board, they're there and ready to try and get the deals done, and hopefully that happens. Yeah, it won't be through a lack of effort or a lack of we've had to do a lot of work in a quick period of time because of the management change. But I've been really happy with the list of players that we've been given and the types of players. So yeah, really hopeful that we can all get that done, because it's not always on the board, or there's things that we have to do. We have to speak to players. We have to get the players to sort of have a desire to come to work with us. So it's a collective really to get this done, and we hope it turns out positive. Yeah.
On the Stuttgart draw, is that something that Mark Fotheringham is quite looking forward to? Obviously his links with German football.
I haven't spoke to him yet. I literally just found out the draw off the pitch, so I'm sure he'll be delighted. Yeah.
What do you make of Falkirk this season?
Yeah, really good. We played them twice. First game was Martin's, or both our first games, so it was probably a really difficult time for Falkirk to come to Celtic Park, just because of the feelings for Martin. I think we were fortunate to beat them in the last game, although I really liked how we defended the last 20 minutes. Kasper made a brilliant save. They're a really good attacking team. The manager used to work here. I worked with him. Or actually, we didn't. Our roles weren't sort of that aligned, but the work that he did for me 7-8 years ago was really appreciated. I was with the 19s at the time, and John went above and beyond to help me with that. So really good team. I know some of their players. Calvin Miller's had a brilliant season so far, and they go for it. Whether they're home or away, whether they're against a top 3 team, they'll leave it all out there. So yeah, really tough game, but it'll be a really open game, I think.
Any bumps and bruises for last night?
No, everyone's fine. Everyone's come through it okay. Yeah.
Just from what you saw of John McGlynn in your younger days, is it no surprise to you the success that he's found in the game?
No, not with his work ethic. I think what he's done at Falkirk's an incredible job. I think because of coming through the division so quickly, I think it would have been tough to see that for anyone, but John's work ethic is incredible. So No, fair play. He deserves everything he gets, and his staff. I know his staff. He's got brilliant recruitment as well. So, yeah, they're doing a really good job there.